Molly attractive?
Yes.
Do you find Kelly attractive? I did. But
the difference between a man and a woman when it comes to attraction, sexual attraction. I mean, initially, we are definitely attracted to people's looks. Initially, that's how we want to talk to that person. If they don't look the part, then why are we going to want to talk to them, right? But generally speaking, in the long run, a man's attraction to a woman will, predominantly be how she looks, give or take. Now, for women now, long term, their attraction to the man is due to who he is, what he does. Okay, his role in the house, obviously his manhood. Now, of course, for men, I'm not saying that the way the woman carries herself doesn't matter. I'm not saying that doesn't matter at all, but men are a bit more simple than women. With a man, it's very simple. If she's got the then I guess I got to give her the That's how simple men are, right? With women now, not necessarily. If it's a relationship and it's also about love and stuff, a woman definitely wants the romance. Okay, she definitely wants to be able to look at a man and say, you know what? I love the fact that this man always works hard and provides for us. Or it could be a matter of just watching him getting to work and just, helping me with the dishes or taking out the bins. It could be anything. I really appreciate what the man does, man. That makes me want to reward him. And it's crazy because those things may sound a bit wild, but generally speaking, a woman's attraction to a man long term, based on a relationship, is more or less about how he carries himself and how much of a man he is, right? But of course, with a man now, his long-term attraction to a woman could definitely also be based on how she looks after him. You know what I mean? If he always sees her in the kitchen, doing what she can to make sure that food's always on the table. You know what I mean? If she's always, making an effort to always make sure that she's looking good, whether that be going to the gym, eating healthy, or that's her putting effort in terms of what she wears to the bedroom or what she wears on a general basis or whatever. Obviously, those things matter too, right? But generally speaking, to break it down and strip it down to based on these two situations right here when it comes to Molly and Kelly, Kelly's answer is more to the fact that he's still physically attracted to Molly, but her reaction is not that. It's the fact that she's no longer attracted to him as a person. And that's where they differ, which is fine. Which is fine if you understand. No, which makes it not fine because Kelly needs to understand that. And the thing that I found so hard about their relationship so far on this season is that Kelly seems to not show any. he seems to not explain anything. He keeps complaining and saying that Molly's a liar, this, Molly's that. But then I'm like, okay, yeah, but are you going to tell us exactly what she's doing wrong? Because every step of the way, she's telling us exactly what he has done wrong. Exactly how she feels about him. But he keeps saying, no, that ain't it. So what is it then? Well, we continue, man.
I start off the day with him and I say, what are you going to do today? And when he says to me, absolutely nothing, I'm like, okay.
You know what the thing that I really don't like about Kelly though? I feel like there's a whole lot of I feel sorry for myself type energy, which isn't helping him because he's not seeing the picture. But here's the question.
How do you respond to that? She's not telling the whole truth. So what's the whole truth? It frustrates me a lot because I changed my world for her.
You see what I mean? So what's the whole truth? It's frustrating because I changed my whole world for her. So that's not telling that's not the question. Every time he's asked a question, he keeps going back to, but I changed my whole world for her. Okay, what do you want, a medal? That's not, you're not opening up. Like this guy, he really struggles with the concept of just opening up and letting us know what's going on through his mind.
This is my life. Now we are not even communicating. I need to figure this out. Sounds like you need to know if she loves you.
Well, I mean, listen, to be honest with you, whether she loves him or not, that's not even relevant. And I'll tell you why it's not relevant, because we still haven't got down to the bottom of what is actually the issue with Kelly. What is your issue? What, that you moved your life? What? But that didn't even answer the question. Okay, so let's say you find out that yes, that she does love you. Then what? What's the next step? Because you've already skipped a step anyway. You can't fast forward to find out about how she feels if you haven't even processed or even let out exactly what issues you have. And you can't keep saying your issue is that you moved your whole life for her. The question was asked. She rings you, you say, I'm doing nothing today. And she's like, come on, man, this ain't rocket science. How am I dealing with people that are older than me but so stupid?
And as somebody who needed somebody to come in and maybe help take some things off my plate, there's been multiple times that I begged for him to come or I wanted to be with him, and it was.
You see, this is the thing that I find interesting, is that I can understand the frustrations of Molly 100%, because again, she's explaining what's going on here. He came in, okay, he moved, okay, fantastic, but he's not doing anything though. He left his job. All right, cool, no worries. Well, I'm a business owner, I'm a mother. Are you gonna help me maybe with my business or anything in general? But each time I try to call you to come over, your response is very like,
Was not tonight.
I'm not fighting for a person that's going to turn on me. And
I'm not turning on you. I'm telling
stop. Be real.
I am being real.
how can you sit there and say that I'm not gonna fight for someone that's turned on me? What's going on here? This is therapy, right? Aren't they supposed to be having conversations? Aren't they supposed to be letting out how each and everyone feels? Now, here's the thing, that there could be a constant where maybe Molly's line, that could be a possibility. But at the end of the day, the therapist guy can only help you guys based on what you let out. And the fact is, though, she's letting out a whole lot of information. Meanwhile, you're talking about, I can't let her turn on me. No. That shouldn't be the response. The response should be, hold on a minute. Okay, I hear what she's saying, but from my perspective, this is exactly what I've seen. He's never given his perspective on anything. You can't go anywhere, because at least if you know you're giving your perspective and you're giving it 100 and it's all true, at least you know whatever response you get is going to define your choice. But if you're too busy whining and complaining about the fact that she may not be telling the truth now, where are we going with this? We're going nowhere.
Against all my beliefs for her. I changed everything for her. I don't want to be with a person like that. I'm not safe. I'm not secure. I don't want to be with a person like that. No.
Okay. But again, so what happened then? Okay, you changed, you went against your beliefs, So what went wrong? What went wrong? Why are you getting emotional? And this is Kelly's issue. He's not communicating. I can't sit and defend this guy if he's not communicating. Nobody can. I can't sit and be like, well, okay, well, I know this about Molly. Molly is this bad person because she does that, she does this, But the matter of fact is, though, the whole idea of this whole concept of them going to therapy is for them to voice themselves and for us to take it for what we see it. And what I'm taking it for is that Molly's saying a whole lot of details that we can run with. Kelly's giving us a whole lot of nothing that we can't run with. And he's sitting there crying. Why are you crying for? That's the problem. Why are you crying? Tell us. Are you going to let us in or not? How is Molly even supposed to find this man attractive or even supposed to work with anything with this guy if he's never letting us know? What are you afraid of so much? You know, there is this thing in life, in the world right now, and I do agree with it, where a man is afraid to be vulnerable or to let a woman know how he feels, because if she's a bad woman, if she's a toxic woman, then in any argument she will use that shit against him, and that is 100% true, and I 100% stand by that. But in this situation here, we are in therapy. You are in the last resort, so therefore you have nothing to lose by being vulnerable and let everything out. The whole idea of going to therapy is so you can let everything out, and at the end of the day, if you come out of it and she uses it against you, then you know that she ain't the one. People need to stop being afraid of information being used against them, and rather use that information as a way to suss someone out, whether that person is right for them or not. I'll happily be open with someone, and then if you use it against me, then I know you was clear, not the right person for me. It's happened to me multiple times. It is what it is. At least I know I dodged the bullet, because you end up doing that madness. But I'm not saying that's even the case with this guy. With this guy, he just generally has something going on that enables, that stops him from communicating. And it's bloody jarring to watch.
He never even tried to understand what happened, and he's not taking the adult responsible role in how he played into this scenario.
Boom. And that's all I'm seeing. That's all I'm seeing. All I'm seeing is a man just trying to play victim every step of the way. And that's the interesting part, playing victim. I haven't necessarily I can't sit and tell you that Molly's played victim, because all she has done is said, listen, this is what's happened, this is how I'm feeling, boom. Every time that happens, he keeps giving us Mary vibes, breaks down. Now I understand more why Molly walked away from him like two episodes ago. When they were trying to have a conversation, she said, you know, I'm just gonna go. She's like, what's the point? You ain't listening to nothing. You're too busy all about your feelings all the time. It's crazy, man. It's how the genders are reversed in this situation.
They have a lot of communication issues from past experiences. And not talking about the problems to me sounds like avoidance.
You know what, though, therapist? It's kind of funny that you say that, because why are you not pressing Kellen to be a bit more, to be more vocal? Why are you telling us for? What kind of therapist are you? Probably some dumbass actor who don't even have therapist, because goddamn, this situation is so simple. If I was there right now, I'd be like, listen, you need to let us know what's going on here. If you can't let us know, then we can't help you. You know what I mean? And if anything, I'll be like, if you want to, maybe Molly can leave and then we can have a conversation and then I can help you let out whatever you want to let out. And then we bring it back into the conversation. Jesus. I should change my YouTube page, to be honest with you, to like unqualified therapist. Unqualified relationship therapist. Relationship therapist reacts to so-and-so. Forget unqualified. I am qualified, man. I'm saying the gems I'll be dropping, I might as well be qualified. Therapist, relationship therapist, reacts to 90-day trash TV. Probably get me more views, to be fair. I don't lie to you. Huh. What do you think of the idea? All the users can just fake it for me and say, yes, he is a therapist, a professional one. But we continue.
Moment, I don't feel like he could take care of me. Not emotionally, not financially, not physically, not sexually, not mentally. And he probably feels the same.
Well, I mean, to be honest, he doesn't feel the same because he's got a whole different dynamic in his head that he's not letting out. Well, we can't. It's hard to give the correct advice if you're only getting one answer from one person. A relationship takes two people to make it work. In this relationship, we've only got one person speaking. I wouldn't say necessarily willing to make it work, but one person actually speaking. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's another video by a qualified therapist, couples therapist.